Okay, so here is my Ascend 133X. This is my second year with this boat. This is my second boat. My first one had a problem. I had to return it. But after 2 years, let's go through a few mods and changes and a few pros and cons. All right. Let's get things going. Okay, let's have a look at some of the things that I've done. Some of the things that I really don't like. All right. Let me get up. Okay, so this area right here is supposed to be for a battery. Right here, it's supposed to be for a battery, right? Okay. Battery box, right? Standard run-of-the-mill battery box. Doesn't fit inside the little grooves. It's bounce around. Oh, get a smaller one, you say. Smaller battery box. Doesn't fit. Really doesn't fit. Standard run-of-the-mill battery boxes, they don't fit. What's up, Ascend? Bass Pro Shop, Cabela's. Can't make a battery box that actually holds a battery box. Pretty lame. Okay. Second, the crate. So if the battery don't fit, let's put a crate there. The crate they sell you when you buy this thing. Well, it don't fit. Really? It don't fit. Slide around. Okay? So you go behind the gas station and you get yourself one of these. Every gas station's got one. You probably got 3 or 4 of them in your garage. Guess what? It don't fit. Really? Ascend? Come on. Make shit work. So I had to go and make me one. What's with my camera? It's not working. No, since it's not working, let's get it out of here. So I bought this crate at Walmart. It is like 15 and a half by 12 and a half. I bought 2 of them. Made a lid out of one of them. And now I keep my battery in a box. One that doesn't fit in there, but it fits in here. I have a 50 amp. This 50 amp. 12 volt 60 ampere hour tracker lithium battery that runs my motor up front. Motor Guide XI3 came with the boat. Another little battery inside here, and it's a 12 volt, 6 ampere hour lithium tracker again, and that runs my depth finder, which is right here. It's a Humminbird. No, it's a Garmin. I don't remember. But it's the only one that fits. So I built a little pigtail with the extra wire that they gave me that comes out and plugs in to the outlet, which is right there. And I strap it down with this strap. Right? Flip the lid back over, cut this in half. Got a couple bungees here that hold the lid on. No big deal. I put this guy down inside here like so, and I put my flag there. And then I strap this thing down with a strap. It doesn't go anywhere if I'm fishing or if I get the boat over. I got a couple of yak attack mounts. I put on both sides and I strap this thing down. Okay. So I got my battery, I got my crate, all of which I had to custom make because, you know, nothing fits, nothing works. They didn't test this stuff out, I guess. And I ship it out and away it goes. So, again, Walmart. 15 and a half by 12 and a half. Buy yourself 2 crates, cut the head off of one, use that as a lid, and you're good to go there. You solved that issue. No, they didn't put these slide track mounts here. They're not very sturdy. I don't like them. I don't use much for them. I got like a bungee cord that goes there and that's about it. So you have to put a bunch of these yak attack slide mount. I'm not sure exactly what they're called, but they're from Yak Attack. You have to put them all over your boat. I got them all over the place. That's what's holding up everything. So anyway, that's the situation there. Nothing fits, nothing works. You have to custom make everything to make that work. But it can be done. And the next thing is, and I know you probably can't see with the camera, but there's these lids here, access lids that let you get in and out of things for wiring and whatnot. They put on these little cheap cover plates that are just garbage. So first thing you need to do is get rid of those and put on one of these really nice deck plates, you know, that you just screw off. You know, you need 3 of them, and they make everything waterproof, easy access. I don't remember the exact name, Seaflow or something like that. I got them on Amazon. I think they're 3 or 4 inch, I'm not sure. Okay, so there's that. So, a few more pros and cons going along with this project. This motor, it got mounted up on the original mount that was on here, and it wasn't very sturdy at all. So I had to build this special mount. Probably can't see it from there, but it came from a YouTube video. I can't remember the name of the video, but I pretty much used his design, except for I used the this plastic starboard material, and that worked out really good. Now there's no flex basically at all here. this thing just used to flex all over the place. Okay, so there's that. You need to sturdy that up if you're going to run a motor. That's all there is to it. You can't get around this. You need to sturdy this up. All right, next thing, the seat. The seat's where I did most of my modifications, I guess you might say. But let's take a look at these little guys too. This is for my hummingbird. No, it's not a hummingbird. It's a Garmin Striker 4. It's the one that's got all the extra stuff. Does everything. Plots, GPS, finds fish. It does everything. It goes right there, and then I just face it towards my seat. I plug it in, and away we go. I'm set up like that. I like this Garmin Striker 4 though. It's really simple to use. It's very cheap, inexpensive, and it works. You know, there's a lot better stuff out there. I guarantee there is. But you're kayak fishing. How much better do you need? So, and then this guy. I tried all kinds of paddle holders until I found this guy. This is made by Yak Hacker, and it's a pole or a paddle holder and a cup holder. And it gets your paddle up off the boat, out of your way. You can still access all your rods and all your necessities. Okay, so that works really well. I went to a bunch of them before I found this. This is nice. Yak Hacker. Get it. You'll like it. All right. Let's move to the seat. All right. Now, some of you may have watched my original video about the crack I had in my seat mount down here. I don't know if you can see it, but I had a big old crack down here. I don't know why. It's probably because I'm fat. So what I did was I put this styrofoam insulation, pipe insulation, and a cool noodle over the bar that goes across that sits in the mount. My idea is that the pressure would be not only just on the floor mounts, but actually pushing down on the floor of the boat. And that worked really well. Then I decided to put on a swivel mount. See? Swivels now. All right. That's cool. I used a 10-inch bar stool swivel I got on Amazon. I don't remember how much it was. It wasn't that expensive. $20, I'm not sure. But I put it on, and then it kind of created another issue. And that is when the seat swiveled, this front of this seat would hit the plastic over there. So it would only go a little ways. And I was like, well, that doesn't work. So I needed to raise this up a little bit. So I put another piece of the pipe styrofoam on top of there. I built a little piece of 5/8 plywood to stick down here so it pushes against there. And then I built these little spacers. They're just made out of a 2x4, pressure treated 2x4. And I just slide them into the little slots where the seat mounts used to sit, and now I've raised it up a little bit. And now this, and these seat mounts will all work together to keep this from cracking. And I can swivel my seat all the way around. And this is in the low position. Okay? Now, that worked out pretty good. I like the way that worked out. That worked out pretty good. And I used these mounts here to put lights on. Just kind of wrap it around here. Let's see. Get that off there. So I run up the pole. Pardon me. Now the reason why I have a pole, some people might ask, is when I have my motor down, I want you to be able to see my light. Now, my light that goes on there is in the house. So I use Guardian Angel light. It's remote control. It's a kayak kit. I've got a video on YouTube you can watch. It just sets up here. You can remote control operate it. But I put the pole on so it'll be above my motor. So if I'm out at night, you're going to still be able to see the green and the red, okay? Now if it was down here and you were on that side of the boat, you couldn't see it. So that's why I put these extensions. And they come from Guardian Angel. No big deal. They work out really nice. I got one on the front and one in the back. And let's see, what else? Everybody knows that you gotta have this thing hooked to a rope. You pull on it, you come down with it. But anyhow, I think that after 2 years with this boat, I think the modifications that I have done, I don't foresee any new mods coming. This boat is decked out with everything and anything that you're going to need for fishing. Some people put on those anchor poles. I'm primarily fishing in deep water lakes, so those don't really do anything for me. So I don't need one of those. Other than that, the boat's very well equipped, or kayak. Let's see, I don't use the yak power system really to speak of. I just don't see any need to use it. Anyhow, that's about it. I like the SN133X. It's a stable boat. Everybody says it's a very stable boat, but not that many people out there that are running kayaks weigh as much as I do. So I need this much stability, and I do not stand up in this boat. I'm 67 years old. I've had multiple surgeries on my back and hip and replacement parts and pieces. I'm more metal than I am anything else these days, so I do not stand up. I sit down, and for what I use it for, it holds up pretty good. It's supposed to go up to 450 pounds, I think. Let's see, what is it? capacity, 550 pounds. Okay, so I weigh 350. This thing probably weighs 25. Let's just say, okay, so now we're up to, just say with this, we're up to 400, approximately. The seat's another, let's say that and the seat, and we're up to 400, right there. Just those two things right there, with me inside of it. Now, the rest of this stuff, let's see. This thing here is about 35 pounds, I believe. So we're up to 435. All the ropes and shit that you carry, this, that, and the next thing, let's go, say 450. So, you know, and then you gotta throw in a bunch of other stuff, you know, your hat, your day pack, your tackles, so let's just figuratively say that I'm sitting in the water probably at 475 pounds. Capacity is 550. So you shouldn't go up to 550. You need some play. So I don't want to add anything else because I think this boat is heavy enough as it is. Um, so anyway, that's my pros and cons. That's my 2-year review. It's a great boat. It gets a lot of attention at the launch. People are oohing it on and they're checking it out. The XI3 with the pinpoint GPS and the anchor and all that stuff, that's a very cool motor. It all runs off remote control. People are just amazed at how cool that thing is. And it is really cool, the XI3. I love this thing. It's as much as a kayak. This can cost as much as a kayak. So if you want to get one of these, there's other kayaks out there that probably would laugh at this thing, the old towns, stuff like that. People who own those, they spend a lot of money on those boats and they're really proud of them. This boat is really fairly reasonably priced. You can get into this thing, the boat alone for, $1,000. And the motor, that's a little over $1,000. And then add all this stuff. You're looking, at $2,500 probably minimum. Those old town kayaks all outfitted out with everything. Well, they're going to be way more than that. I don't know the exact price, but they're going to be more than that. So this is kind of a budgetary kayak that's still pretty good. It's got its issues, but overall, everything can be overcome. Everything can be modified. And everybody's going to have different modifications that they do to their boat. Nobody's going to have the same video. Nobody's going to have the same boat. Everybody's going to be different. What you chase in your boat, what kind of fish you go after, what kind of water you're going to be on, all that goes into your decisions on what to put on and off your boat. And you will make mistakes. You will buy stuff and it doesn't work, and you got to throw in a container over here. I got a whole container full of stuff that doesn't work. So anyhow, I think that's it on the video, and I'm glad that you stuck through to the end. I know it might be a little boring for you, but my name is Ron. I live in Southwest Washington. My site is RR at Get Outside 360. 360 being my area code. So it's RR at Get Outside 360. That's my site. I appreciate you giving me a like. If you want to subscribe, that's up to you. I don't really care if you do or not. I'm not in this for the money. I'm just showing you what I got. So, all right. You all have a good day. I'll be signing off. Thanks. See ya.